Hi, and welcome to Live with Connie. Today, my guest star is supposed to be Laura with Laura's Yarn Talk, but she's having some technical difficulties with her audio, and her mic is doesn't seem to be working, and she's trying to play around and get it working. So hopefully she'll be able to jump up on the panel with me later during today's live. So I want to welcome everyone that is watching on replay today. And if you do watch on replay, please leave a comment to let me know. And also, if you're already here in the chat, um, watching right now, go ahead and leave a comment so that you can let me know that you're here. And how is everybody doing today? Um, Today's kind of been a one of those days where I feel like I'm kind of running behind on everything and haven't really gotten done what I would have liked to have gotten done this morning. Um it's always more hectic whenever Frank's home health nurse comes, and because it's like you feel like you can't really get much done before, and then now with the way that they're doing his leg bandages, it's more time consuming, the way they have to be wrapped and all. And then after that it's like, okay, not much time before my live starts, so I don't want to really get too much into anything. But but one thing I am thinking about doing is y'all know how I've been struggling on my peppermint blanket that I've been crocheting, where I feel like I don't get too much progress made on that blanket. And I don't know, I don't feel like I'm motivated on that blanket. So I think I'm going to take a break from it and work on a couple of other crochet projects and then come back to it. So I think I'm going to crochet a slouchy hat, and then after that I want to do a bod shawl, and then I'll try going back to it and hopefully that will work. Hi Roberta, how are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? My guest star is having some audio issues, where you couldn't hear her at all, and she's trying to play around with it and get it working, so hopefully she can join us on the panel later today, or later on, I mean. um but anyway, I have Allie though. Allie's by me. She don't want to leave my side. And she kind of kicked Frank out of the bed last night because she started trying to go on him, and he's worried about her scratching his legs. So he went sleep in the living room chair. And don't you know, she just like basically took over his side of the bed laying next to me. And she seemed proud of herself too. And let's see. Roberta says she's doing good. Currently working on slap bracelet rattles. Nice. And she's like, yeah, Allie. Yeah. She don't want to leave me, huh? See, even Regina's telling you hi. Hi, Regina. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? Roberta says, I have a beast that pushes me out of bed. Yeah. And then, like, most of the time, the home health nurse was here with Frank. Allie was sitting on me. But she wasn't as bad today about hissing and growling at the home health nurse. She's getting better. And Regina says, working on my temperature blanket and my scrappy blanket and my shawl, and got coffee. Oh, I forgot about that. Today I'm supposed to do the temperature blanket video with the pictures for the first month's progress. I don't know. I may not get to it. I may not film that video till tomorrow. It may be easier just for me to do it tomorrow when I film my Crochet Tuesday video. But yeah, Regina, take a picture of your temperature blanket and send it to me so I can show it. Or hold up, did you? No, that was Lisa, I think. Hold up, actually, I am thinking you did send me pictures. Let me check real quick. I'm getting myself confused. Let me check my folder. Where's my temperature blanket folder? Give me just a second. I want to make sure. Yeah, I do have pictures from you. Okay, never mind on that. Roberta says, furry one, laughing out loud. Yeah. And this is what she wants to do. She just wants to sleep. Oh, she just talked. Say hello to everyone. Yeah. Uh-oh. She's she don't want to be still now. She's making it more awkward. Let's see. Jennifer's here. Hi, Jennifer. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working? Well, you answer that question. I'm knitting February socks. Nice. And Roberta says core crocheting today again. Oh, now you're working on getting the snow pictures? Okay, awesome. Awesome. Roberta says, took a break to watch y'all. And Mary's here too. Hi, Mary. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? Yeah, I said this early, like when I first came live, but Laura's having some audio issues. Like you can't hear her at all. And I think her microphone's not working. And she's playing around with it, trying to get it to work. So I'm hoping that she might be able to join the live a little later, hopefully. I'm going to check my email real quick to see if she's emailed me back again. No. Okay. But yeah, that's what's going on with Laura. And this is her first time going live, so she's never gone live before. And she just started her channel, I think, in December. So she's a new channel. And if y'all don't have her, I did put her link at the top of the chat, and it's also in the description box of this live. Go check her out if y'all don't have her, and throw some yarn in her window. Oh, look at Allie. See, she loves this. But most cats do. But let's see. Okay, Regina says if you still have an opening for the 26th, you can probably come on that day. I think it's still open. Let me see. Sorry, it's kind of hard with Allie. Yeah, the 26th is still open. Do you want me to write you in for the 26th or wait? Let's see. Mary says I'm working on a knit ear warmer and crocheting slippers and spring shawl. Nice. And let's see. We have wannabe crocheter or knitter here. What is your first name, wannabe? And she's working on a pattern socks. Nice. And how are you doing today, wannabe? And let's see. Everyone's telling each other hello. Okay. Say hi again to everybody, Allie. Yeah, she's been wanting to be in my videos lately, and in all my lives. Look at that face. Oh, Granny D's here. Hey, Granny D. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? Okay, Regina says I should be able to do that. I'm off that weekend. Yeah, it's Saturday. It's at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. So let me know if you want me to write you down for that date. Okay, and wannabe's name is Sherry. Hi, Sherry. Nice to meet you. And Roberta says Allie knows y'all need just a bit more attention. Well, the thing with Allie, she has these spurts where, like, she'll get clingy for about, I'd say 2 to 4 weeks. Most of the time, it's 2 to 3 weeks, but and like she's real clingy, like where she doesn't want to leave my side. Then she kind of gets aloof for about 2 months, like where like she won't really come to you, like she won't normally sit on your lap or anything. You have to go to her to give her attention. And even sometimes too she can be like, leave me alone. See, she just wants to curl up. Okay. Granny D says, doing fine. Just finished my fifth beanie called the 1 hour beanie. I have the power pattern link on my community tab. Ooh, nice, Granny D. Okay, you want me to put you down? Okay. Let me do that real quick. Because if I don't do it now, I will forget. Regina, more knitting. 101. Okay. Okay, I have you down. I think I just have 2 more spots left to be filled for this month for my lives. It's either 2 or 3, but I think it's 2 now. Roberta says my daughter's little girl cat is like that, all about me, and stays in my room and the next day can't stand me. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because it's like y'all see her like when y'all see her when she's being a sweetheart. Y'all don't see her whenever she's being like moody and unfriendly. Yeah, you're unfriendly sometimes, huh? Yeah, but she can be a very moody little cat. Okay, let's see. Where was I? Roberta says, Connie, I need to finally get your alien beanie. Son-in-law needs one. Awesome. Yeah, all my patterns are available in my Ravelry store. And I have the link for my store in the description box of all my videos. And the one thing too, like I am technically just another stitch on Ravelry, but the O in another is actually a 0 because it's like it was already taken. So I did the closest I could to my channel name. Okay, you want to come live with me, Robin? Robin, send me an email and I'll get with you on my available dates. So you can come live with me. And my email is just another stitch 2020 at gmail.com. Send me an email there and I'll get with you on the dates I still have available. So, how are you doing today, Robin? And what are you working on? And let's see, Isla and Yornborf also joined us. How are y'all ladies doing and what are y'all currently working on? And let's see. That reminds me, there was someone I needed to add as moderator, and I forgot to do that. I wrote it down. It was Mare. That was it. I need to add her. I'll try to remember that after I finish today's live. let's see. Roberta says, I know, finally got a bit ahead in my sales. Awesome. And let's see, Suzanne is here. Hi, Suzanne. How are you doing today, and what are you working on? Okay. And just so everybody knows, my guest star today was supposed to be Laura with Laura's oh, now I'm forgetting her channel. Laura's Yarn Talk. That's it. Laura's Yarn Talk. I'm sorry. But she was having audio difficulties, and basically, like, she had no volume at all, and she thinks something's wrong with her mic. She's trying to get it to get it working, so I'm hoping maybe she'll be able to join us later in today's live. We'll just have to see what happens, but that's why she's not currently here. And this was her first time going live. She just started her channel back in December. So I do have her channel link in the description box of this video and also at the top of the chat. So I would appreciate it if y'all could go show her y'all yarny love and support and throw some yarn in her window. And let's see. Regina says she still has her giveaway going on. So yeah, y'all go check out her giveaway. Okay, Roberta has to go. She's got to finish the bunny rattle, and she'll post in my Facebook group when she can. Okay, awesome. You have a good day, Roberta. And let's see, Lisa the Grammy's here, and Tank. How are y'all doing today, and what are y'all working on? And Yarnborf says, I am starting another cowl and hat set from Bod's channel. This set will be made in Big Twist Black Shimmer Chunky 6. I loved how the first set came out. It's called Fairy Tales of Yesterday. Ooh, nice. And actually, I decided that I'm going to take a little break from my peppermint blanket that I've been working on, because I just feel like lately I don't feel motivated when I work on it, and I always feel like I don't get very much done. So I'm going to start working on a slouchy beanie today. And then when I finish that, I'm going to work on a bod shawl, and then I'll come back to the peppermint blanket, and hopefully I'll feel rejuvenated on it. Okay, let's see. Laura's back.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes, awesome.
I'm on my cell phone. I couldn't get the computer to work, couldn't find the external mics, and we've got like 4 in the house. So here I am. Hi.
A part of me started wondering if after you had left, if maybe, like, I was like, what if she don't have a microphone or something?
Yeah, the mic for some reason isn't working on my computer.
I was going to ask you if it StreamYard showed your microphone connected. But hey, you're here now, so awesome.
I made it.
So everybody, this is Laura with Laura's Yarn Talk. So she is here now. Yay.
Yay. Hi, everybody. And thank you, Connie. Sorry about my technical issues.
It's okay. It happens. I mean, I've had stuff happen with me before, where like one time I kept sounding like a robot, and it was like really, really bad. And I had to actually start a new live.
Oh, wow.
Because I had to like reboot, and then whenever I rebooted, it was fine.
Right. I tried that too.
I don't know why it does that. But let's see. I'm going to catch up with the chat, and then
go ahead.
Let you tell everyone more about yourself and your channel, and you can show them your whips and finished objects. Let's see. Suzanne says, I'm trying to get my Crojo back, so I'm working on the Secret Yarnery's Cake and Candles blanket. Sweet. And let's see. Isla's working on making decorative but usable knitting needles. I'm curious how you do that. That sounds interesting.
Decorative but usable knitting needles.
And let's see. Tank is making Coco's cowl from Twisted Fiber Friends. Nice.
Yeah, I was on that yesterday.
And Tank says she'll be cooking and listening. So when you do have a chance to type, I'd like to know what you're cooking, Tank. Okay, so Lisa came from Carrie the Yarny Elephant. I wonder if there's an elephant raid. And let's see. Let's see. Where was I? Yeah, Jornborf was asking, does your laptop have the little volume control on the right bottom right of the screen?
Did that with my techie husband. Yeah, went through all that.
And Melanie's here. Hi, Melanie. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? And she just wanted to say hello, taking mom to anti-coagulation clinic. Love to you. Okay, you just popped up again.
Okay, yeah, that I was trying to get so I could see the chat.
Oh, okay.
Or at least read it without having to take my glasses off.
Okay, so that works. So it's working for you?
Well, I can at least read the one that you have up. I can't see anything else.
Oh.
So that's okay. At least I can see it without taking my glasses off. and I muted the speakers on the computer so it wouldn't be making any noise. So okay. I'm trying to make it work the best I can at the moment.
It's all good. And I've told everyone this is your first time going live, so.
Yep, guess I'm buying a microphone before I go to live tomorrow. So.
So you want to go ahead and tell everyone more about yourself and your channel and all now?
Okay, I can do that. My name's Laura Sterling. That's where the S comes from. So that's why it's Laura's without an apostrophe or a period or capitalized, because I just wanted it to be a symbol of my name, but not my full name. And then Yarn Talk, because originally I was just going to talk about yarn and all the different ways we can use yarn and do things with yarn. And I realized, well, with my hands getting older, among other things, that crocheting was really the only thing that I was doing at the moment. And I mean, even with the knitting that I have done, I still have a few projects left to finish knitting. It's just getting harder and harder to do, and I have to do it with more space between. And so I decided, well, it's more crochet. Definitely talking about yarn. I love yarn. I love the colors. I don't know if you can see my yarn wall here. It goes up in front of the window, down to the floor. I've been cleaning up and organizing, and yeah. Anyway, more about the channel here. So yeah, crochet, some knit. I got a knitting machine, so knitting will still be a part of it. It'll just, the hand knitting will be less and less, although I do want to go back and start doing socks again. I only ever did 3 pairs, I think, or 4 pairs maybe. I did 1 pair flat. I knit it flat and then sewed it together. So it was still a tube sock, but I did do that one. Yeah, and I plan to do lives, plan to do tutorials. I've created a few patterns. I just have to figure out what the next step is after creating them. I've written down the thoughts and ideas and drawn the diagrams the best of my ability, or pictures, I should say. So tutorials. Oh, I started, give me a second. I started a playlist called Let's Start Crocheting for a friend of mine. She said she wanted me to reteach her how to crochet. She hadn't done it in 20, 30 years. So I'm working on refining those, changing them, fixing them, you know, and I want them to be better before I actually let that playlist go live. Because like in a couple of them, the light was really bad and you can hardly see the stitches, you know. So working on getting that better so that it's better quality for the public. I got a lot of things in mind. I can't seem to come up with them at the moment.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is when you start a channel, and usually you kind of start to add to what you're doing, and you kind of find, you find what you like and what others seem to like, and
Right.
kind of go from there. And let's see, we have Chris and Vicky that joined us. How are y'all doing today? And what are
Hi,
y'all
Chris and
working on?
Vicky.
And do you have any whips or finished objects you want to show everyone?
Oh, sure. They're all piled around me. Why not? Okay. Grab this one. Hopefully not lose everything. Here we go. Had a little trouble with this yarn on the knitting machine.
Ooh, that's pretty.
It's a scarf. I got to finish the ends up, but it's cozy tweed. Get over here where my piece of paper is. Cozy wool tweed, 66% polyester, 30% acrylic, and 4% wool. But I thought it's so soft because it's chain spun. I thought it would make a great scarf.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice dark blue. Let's see if I can get the camera on it a little better. There we go. Nice dark blue with the Flexicolor, which of course makes it a tweed. Oh, here we go. Scarf I'm making for myself. I found some yarn in a box. I didn't know it was hidden in the box. I thought it was in the bucket. So I thought it was gone. So I'm making myself this. Can you see it?
Yeah, that's pretty.
There we go. It's got wool and it's a polyester because of the fur. Whoops, camera, there it is. But it's pinks and purple's my favorite color. So
sorry, my cat.
Yeah, mine was all over me earlier. Now she's up in the corner of the room. Here, see if I can find her. I don't know if I can make sure I get a picture of her, but and there she is. There in the corner.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, black and white tuxedo. Whoops. There we go. Light. Sorry about that. Let's see. Oh, that goes back in that bag. Here we go. Sorry, I'm getting warm. My nose is starting to run. So I'm doing the sniffles. Here's my moss stitch.
That's pretty too.
And that's only, whoops, get back in the camera range. That's only a third of it. But I'm having fun with the color scheme that I picked. Mostly purples, lots of pink, some blue, some green. So that's been fun. Oh, my husband's scarf that I did on the knitting machine. I just have the very last little ends to put in.
That's nice too.
And this one is wool. This one is the cozy wool merino from Michaels. Let's see, I lost it. 55% superwash and 45% acrylic. So that should hold up really well. Camera, there we go. Maybe. Nope, it's still me.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
Yeah, I'm trying to get used to it. I've done stuff with my phone, but not like this.
I still get it mixed up.
I'm sorry, what?
I still get it mixed up. I always want to go in the regular direction, but you got to go the opposite.
Opposite, yep. Yep, I just can't seem to remember that when I'm trying to show you something. I've got others. We might look at them a little bit later. The big, huge one I figured I'd show you. And I don't know how I'm going to do it because I was going to do it in front of the computer camera and I don't know how to do it while I'm holding the phone. Well, let's see if I can turn it. I had it laid a certain way, so it'd be easier to stand with it, but okay. Let's just go like this. Okay. This is the knit part. Okay. I knit 71 inches.
That's
before I just could not do it anymore. It's just all variegated. I shouldn't say all, I should say variegated and yeah, single colors done and every 2 rows. So it's all knit one way, knit the other, right? And now I'm doing the outside border. Here we go. Here's a chunk of it. It's got to be 8 inches big. And that's what I got done so far, all the way around the outside.
Nice.
So it's going to be king size blanket when it's finished. I made sure that all my numbers and my math worked up so it'd be king size. But I told my daughter, I'm like, I can't knit this thing anymore. If I do, you're never going to get this blanket. It's just going to stay on the needles for the next 20 years. And I said, if I switch over to crochet, you might get it when you graduate this spring. So that's my main project right now. I just want to get that thing done so I can get all the ends woven in and get it to her when she comes back to get her PhD.
See, one thing.
So that's my main project.
One thing I tend to do, especially when I have like a bunch of different colors on a project with the weaving in, I try to do it as I go. That way I don't get to the end of the project and have like a ton of yarn to weave in.
Right. Okay. Sorry about that.
It's okay. I see Deneen joined us. How are you doing today, Deneen? And what are you working on? And if y'all can't tell, my cat owns me.
She's sure up there, isn't she? Oh my.
It's getting like really uncomfortable though. And I gotta be careful.
I'll bet.
Because if she slips, like she'll claw me up.
Claw you, yeah.
But yeah, she's the owner and the ruler of the house. Come on.
Come on, Allie. I'm trying to see her, so I'm looking under my glasses. Sorry, everybody.
Come on, baby.
Here, I'll look at the computer, then I can see her.
Yeah, she's the ruler of the house.
Yeah, well, my cat thinks she is too.
I think all cats do.
I agree.
Let's see, Tank says she's browning ground beef. Then I have sliced potatoes, garlic onions, and bell peppers, and I'll make a gravy and cook it in my Ninja Foodie. Sweet.
Ooh. Sounds good.
And Vicky says she's taking the day off. They have no heat. Oh, I hope you're not too cold.
Been there, done that.
And let's see. Oh, yeah, I forgot to greet Crystal, my YouTube.
Oh, hi, Crystal. Oh, can I get my hand in the picture? Here we go.
Hi, Crystal. How are you today? And what are you working on? and she's getting ready to go to town, so she won't be around too long. And let's see. Everyone's complimenting your projects, Laura.
Okay, thank you, everybody.
And Yornborg says I have a black and white tuxedo also.
Mine has, I couldn't get close enough, but mine has a little teeny white spot that starts right at the edge of her lip and goes down, and then it explodes on her chest. It's just, I'm like, they should have named her Fang, because it's just like a tooth is hanging out. But her name is Venus, and I got her from a friend. He had so many animals that she just was not happy.
Yeah, this one likes being by herself. She didn't.
I'll bet she does.
She didn't like it when we had other cats.
And she likes having you all to herself.
And the thing is, until recently, we had a second cat.
Right.
But she went missing and hasn't come home yet. And I think it's been like over 2 months now. So I figure at this point, it's not likely.
Mm-hmm. Like, sorry about that.
The chances are probably slim to none now, unfortunately.
Yep.
And let's see. Yornborf says, wow, it looked beaded on my end. Gorgeous. I think she was referring to your blanket.
Probably. Yeah, it does. It actually does look like it's beaded.
Chris is saying Kitty is so cute and funny. Oh, yeah, I mean, she could be a little ham, yeah. And like she'll like lately she gets so lovable where she's all purring, making biscuits on me, and just like curling up and being adorable. Yep. It's like,
yeah, we call that the kitty curl, when they curl up into a circle and put their head and their feet together. Yeah, we call it a kitty curl in my house.
But she also lately hasn't been liking me to get very much crochet and knitting done either.
Right. I tell Venus, oh, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I tell Venus, okay, you can lay on the blanket, but I'm going to have to turn it eventually.
Yornborf saying that Allie is a very furry parrot on my shoulders. Oh, Laura Lee and Jamie's here. How are y'all ladies doing, and what are y'all working on?
Hi, Laura Lee and Jamie.
And Yornborf says, sounds delicious. I think she's referring to Tanks. What Tanks?
Yeah, I think so.
And I microwaved a little Michelina entree for lunch. I woke up late today. The weather is horrible, and I hurt all over.
Sorry, Yarn Barf.
And Laura Lee's asking, do you think Allie misses Sophie or is more relaxed now? I think she's more relaxed now. Because I noticed, like, well, before she got clingy, I noticed this with her. Like, whenever I would go up to her, she didn't get as easily startled, because usually you have to be careful how you approach Allie, because she gets like startled easily. Because I think what it was that she was scared, she would be scared that it was Sophie coming around her. And I do notice now, like, she don't seem to get startled like she used to. Like, it's like she knows it's me now approaching her.
Right.
Let's see. Yornborf says, she must look so cute. I named my tuxedo Rexy after Rex Harrison, who always wore a tuxedo in the movies. Cute.
That's good. Good one.
Yornborf says, I'm sorry about you're missing Kitty. Yeah. And Sophie was such a love bug. It's like, it kind of like at first, like Allie tends to be more aloof, so she don't come around as often, except for when
Mm-hmm.
she's in her little clingy moods like now. But
Mm-hmm.
but with Sophie, Sophie would pretty much come visit you pretty much every day
Okay.
around. I mean, she did have a few days she didn't come around, but for the most part, she would. So it was always like I could snuggle with Sophie more often.
Right.
Laura Lee says mostly listening and cleaning house. Have fun.
Well, we do have to get that done too.
And Jamie says, I am doing good. Thank you. I am working on another baby dress and I am timing myself and seeing how long it takes to make it.
Good idea. Especially if
Awesome.
you plan to make more than one. Yeah.
Yorn Barf says it comes with getting old. Yeah. Yeah. And that is one thing, like the progress on the temperature blanket video, like the first month, which I really didn't get that many pictures. So I really don't know how many people are actually participating in my temperature blanket challenge. But but I was supposed to do that video today. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to do that video because I'm gonna work on crochet after my live in my spare time after my live. So, and really, it's easier for me to do it tomorrow because I'll be filming Crochet Tuesday tomorrow,
Right.
getting them both filmed at the same time. But yeah, that video is gonna be tomorrow. Oh yeah, my shout out Thursday video. Um, I'll, I'm probably gonna do one this week, but I'm gonna start doing shout out videos just once a month instead of every week. And as it is, usually I end up like skipping a week a lot of times. So it's been like every other week lately, but I think I'm gonna start doing it just once a month unless I have like a lot of channels that I'm shouting out where I feel like I need to do another video.
Right. Right.
Which I still need to shout you out, Laura. You're on my list for my next
I thought
video.
you. I think you did me last week, didn't you?
I shouted you out on my community page,
Oh
and
yeah, that's right.
I did basically shout you out either in one of my Crochet Tuesday or Knitting Friday videos.
Yeah,
Whenever
I thought I remembered hearing you once.
yeah, I had mentioned about us coming live. I
I
was
did too.
announcing that, and which I usually try to do that, like my video before I go live. I try to mention who my next guest star will be, but
Oh, gotcha.
like a lot of times, Monday, I don't. Well, usually Friday I tend to mention who's coming live Saturday, but I don't really do like regular videos on Saturday and Sunday typically. So I need to start mentioning on my Knitting Friday who comes live with me Monday too. Which
Okay.
I happened to do it on this last one. But yeah, that's coming up. Well, that's gonna be something kind of changing where I just do shout
Well,
out
like you
videos.
said, we're our channels will evolve as things come up.
And the thing is, because like some weeks I only have like a couple of channels on my list, and I like to I like to have at least like five channels I'm shouting out when I do my videos. So I'm kind of like, I think it would just be easier to do it once a month.
Yeah, makes sense, especially if you don't have enough. Yeah. Hmm.
Because it's funny because sometimes I come across like more new channels and stuff than other times. It just it depends. And I like my favorite ones to shout out are like the new channels.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like if anyone wants a shout out, I'll shout them out type thing. or but I do focus on new channels more.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And let's see. Yornborf says someone may have taken your kitty in if she was so sweet and friendly. And that is one thing I do wonder. And really, I really hope that if I'm not going to get my kitty back, that that's what happened to her and that nothing bad happened.
Right.
So, but it would be nice to know if she was okay. And let's see, Mama G's here. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on?
Hi,
And
Mama G.
Tank says she's making the one pot wonder because she's hurting and don't want to stand too long. Oh, I hope you feel better soon, Tank, and that you stop hurting. Chris says, "Yep, I'm on the heating pad as well." Well, I hope you stop hurting too, Chris. Laura Lee says, "I have a snow picture to send. I have a solar powered hummingbird changing color hanger. Woke up to hoar frost covering it. It was neat. Awesome. I can't wait to get your snow pictures, Laura Lee." And let's see. Chris loves my backdrop. He wants to live there. Yeah, if only this was where I was really at. Oh, Isola says she was making a steak salad. That sounds good. And that's one thing I haven't
Hmm.
like that makes me think of taco salads. I haven't had a good taco salad in a long time. Yornborg said I wanted to shout you out on my latest video, but I brain farted and couldn't remember your channel name. I'm so sorry. It happens because there's times that like there was one time like I went live and I'm going to introduce my guest star and I totally like blanked on their channel name and I was like, oh, it made me feel bad because it's like I knew their channel name, but it's just like I just went blank.
Right. Okay.
And Mama G says making a pullover sweater with no pattern. Okay, and Mary's back. And Yornborg says, I shouted out the Crotchety Clogger. I always have trouble saying her channel name. Ola Joe and a brand new content creator, Maximum Yornage. Oh, I haven't heard of that one.
That's
Let
a
me write that
good
down.
name.
Hold up.
Wow.
Things aren't easy with Allie on me. It makes it difficult to. Where is my?
Maximum Yarnage. That is a good name. Piece of
Oh,
paper. Here we
I'm
go.
right on the page I need. I didn't even realize it. Let's see. Maximum
Yarnage. Good
Yorn.
name.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard to do stuff with Allie. Laura Lee says, looks like my backyard. And then she wants to know what a steak salad is. It's typically it's just that they cut the meat up in like smaller pieces and put it in a salad. Like sometimes you'll hear like of a fajita steak salad. That's now I don't know what else they put like what else they had in their steak salad because everyone like dresses up their salads differently, but okay. Yornborf, I didn't check Craigslist, But I did make posts in local Facebook groups for the lost pets. Now with Craigslist, Craigslist is not like in my area. There's really not hardly anything posted in Craigslist. So like it's funny because most people like use Craigslist a lot, and like in my area, Facebook is the way to go. It's like there's hardly anything, and it's usually people selling stuff when when they're or post the posts that are there.
There we go.
Okay. Isla says lettuce, carrots, tomatoes, avocado, and leftover steak pieces.
Pretty much
See,
what I figured.
like in salads, I love putting like croutons, sometimes cheese, nuts. I like nuts in a salad, and I really love fruit in a salad. Like I'll add like strawberries, sometimes
Mm-hmm.
kiwi, blueberries, um, oranges. I think I made one salad that called for grapes in it.
I've seen the ones with the little mandarin oranges.
hmm But that's kind of what I meant when I said oranges, like either the mandarin or the actual oranges.
Okay.
Now you know what's good, and I wish I could. I have not been able to find this in my area the last couple of years. And this isn't for a salad, but like the blood red oranges, I love them.
Hmm. I
And
haven't been
for
able to eat oranges since I was a kid.
I love
Can't
sex.
eat them anymore.
Okay, Crystal's got to go now. I hope you have a good day, Crystal.
Bye, Crystal.
Okay, let me add you, Regina, to my shout out list. More knitting. See, at least this time I knew where the page was I needed.
Yep.
Okay, I got you now. Got you down. And Jorn Borf is saying she is so new. She only has 96 subs. I think she's fun and has mad editing skills. Sweet. But yeah, I always love finding out about the really new channels
Mm-hmm.
because I feel
And
like
I'm still learning my editing skills.
but I feel like new channels especially need shout outs because like no one
Mm-hmm.
really has heard of them yet.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, Laura Lee says, I wish I could eat green salad. It doesn't agree with me at all, but I love it. And okay, Laura Lee says, chicken salad sandwich with almonds and grapes or eat without the bread. Super yum. And Jorn Borf says, I just sent a request to join just another stitch, but I accidentally sent it under my backup account. I need to do it from my main account too. Are you referring to my Facebook group or are you referring to my channel? Because I think you. Oh, I think I know what you mean. Hold up a minute. I think you meant join my channel. Let me see. Let me go to studio to
Oh,
see.
yeah, to join, huh? That took me a
Yeah,
minute.
I think that's what she means. Yeah. Hold up. No, no, no. I'm on the wrong thing. No, I don't think so. I didn't get any new channel members. Okay. So I'm
Great
not
salad.
So I'm presuming it's probably she meant my Facebook group. I can probably find that out real quick too. Oops.
No, that's another possibility.
Let's see. Yeah, I did just get a request from my group. Okay, I just approved it. Okay. And Yornborf says we have a lot of lost and found posts in my local Craigslist. I think anything with steak is good. My favorite is Greek salad with anchovies and feta cheese.
You can skip the anchovies, but the rest of it sounds good.
Yeah, and one thing too that I want to bring up, which most of y'all probably know about this already, but I'm adding like where I guess you can call it a perk. I don't know what you want to call it, but basically those that do any form of donations to my channel can get entered where I'll pick out of the entry someone at random to get a prize. And if you're international, as long as you know your country, I can do an Amazon gift card, then I'll do the Amazon gift card. If not, then I'll probably do PayPal because I should be able to send PayPal anywhere. But like if it's the US people, I'll either do a gift card or a couple of skeins of yarn or something like that. But
Fun.
and the ways that you can get entries, you could either do like a super chat, super sticker. You could do PayPal. You can do the buy a coffee thing. And each time you do one of those three, each one would be one entry. Or you could become a channel member of my channel. Those who would get one entry. And if you're already a member, you know, before I started with the giveaway, you would get one entry too. You know, that's just one entry for the memberships. And then, which I forgot to mention this on today's live, on February 27th at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm doing a live birthday bash. And there will be like, you know, giveaways the whole live. I've already gotten a decent amount of donations for the party. But anyone that donates a prize for that live, my birthday bash, will get an entry into the perk thing or whatever you want to call it that I'm doing.
Okay.
But yeah, but yeah, I do hope everyone can make it to my birthday bash on the 27th. Me and well, maybe Allie. You never know. She might be there. That she's going to make it difficult if she does show up. But we're going to have a good time. Let's see. Yeah, it was probably Facebook Yarnborf. Because I do have Nightbot where it scrolls my Facebook link. And Tank says I like romaine, baby spinach, walnuts, and grape.
That's a good combo.
Yeah, that was the name on it, Yarnborf. Whenever I went to check my Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Tank says I see now I'm lagging. Yeah, you might want to refresh if you're lagging. Yarnborf says thank you. Sometimes I end up in Facebook jail, so I need my alternate account. Yeah. And one thing, like, I like one of my Facebook friends, I saw this where she made a post like sharing something to do with like animals doing, you know, doing things like, you know, like with police officers, like, you know, certain, you know, something to that effect. And, you know, she ended up like getting a warning from Facebook where they took her post down saying it broke community standards. And
I've been seeing a lot of that too.
I
Not
guess
me
it had to
personally
do with
though.
the whole police thing aspect, but it was just like that was not anything bad. That was a good thing. And it's just
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know, Facebook is going too far with stuff. Oh, look at that. Oh, thank you so much, Laura Lee. I got a super chat. And you know what that means? Let me get to my super chat video. It's biscuit time.
Hi everyone, this is the Biscuit. Thank you for sending Connie a super chat.
That's good.
Thank you so much, Laura Lee, for the super chat. And I don't know if you realize that my husband, his name is Frank, and his nickname is the Biscuit. Oh, thank you, Laura Lee. Yeah, and everyone seems to love that video with Frank in it. And Isla is like the biscuit.
Yep. Yeah, I
And
finally got it so I can see the chat.
Yorenborg says my channel isn't monetized yet. It will come. I mean, you just have to be patient. And you know what? Let me put you down on my shout outs. If I can find my pen again.
I'm not there yet either, Yarn Barf. I think I had 73, 74 family members this morning.
Yeah, it took me about a year to get there. And then I lucked out because Bag O'Day shouted me out on her community page.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I got to 1,000 subscribers. So like
okay.
she was a huge help.
Oh,
And that's the thing.
She's wonderful. I love her.
Mm-hmm. And that's why you never know, like, because all of a sudden, like someone could shout you out that makes a difference, or like some video you do like grabs people's attention. I mean, you just never know.
Yeah.
But
I also have it set up so I can go back and look at the questions if you want to do those, or when you want to do those. So I've got that set up now too.
So I mean, you just never know. But I mean, just keep at it. It will come. Granny D says, "I love the biscuit," but the little alien at the end is amazing. And those alien drawings, I think it's the first one. That one was drawn by Lisa with Lisa with Coping with Yorn's daughter Hannah.
Mm.
And the other one, the I think it's the second one, the one with the skein of yarn. That one was drawn by Teensy Kismet. So that's who drew those pictures, and I think they did an awesome job on them. All right, Mary. Mary's 28 away from her first 100 family members. So if y'all don't have Mary, go check her out and throw some yarn in her window. And if one of my mods can drop Mary's link, that would be awesome.
Lady Crafters.
And Isla says it takes a while. Remember, the more content you put on, the more you put yourself out there. Yeah, that's true too. And that's one thing too. You have to put yourself out there. You really do. Like go into people's lives, help. And another thing that helps too, which this is something I'm not good about doing, but like when people put the StreamYard link in the chat and invite people to come up. That's another way to make yourself more known too. But I'm not good about jumping on other people's panels. Like normally whenever I have been on other people's live, it's when they invite me, where it's like kind of like this, like this one-on-one.
Right.
But the more you get yourself out there, comment on videos, that helps.
Yep.
And I know there's other things too, but that's all that's coming to mind right now.
I joined one that's YouTuber. I can't think of the full name of it, or I'll have to put it out in a video or something. But when I find it again, but they're all about helping the newer, younger channels, let's put it that way, connect to each other, and maybe to somebody that's more mature, to help everybody out. It's all about linking to each other. And so I joined that one too. I don't go in very often, but I did join that one too. Trying to help myself get to my dream. Let's put it that way.
Like I said, it will come. You just got to keep at it. Yornborg saying that she shared a giveaway from YouTube on Facebook and got put in Facebook jail. That's weird. It's like
interesting.
I don't know. It's like Facebook takes things too far. They really do. Vicky says, I have no content, but I'm trying to get my community tab. So yeah, if y'all go subscribe to Vicky to help her get her community tab, that would be awesome.
I think I subscribed to her recently, but I'm going to write her down just in case.
Yornborg says it's funny. Your hubby is a hoot. And let's see. Where was I? And let's see. Regina says, I made it to 100 plus so I would like to thank everyone who's coming to join my family. I guess she means thank everyone. That's why I'm doing my giveaway. Awesome. And yeah, that's where like those that donate to my channel, how like I'm offering like a prize to pick one person at random. It's my way of thanking those that do so. Isla says, I only put out content once a week now. It is what I am happy doing. Yeah, and
that matters too.
You also got to be comfortable with what how much content you put out. But it is best to at least do one video a week. And Granny D says, I've been lurking and crocheting a little and then switching to a bit of knit. Yeah, Yornborg says Ola Joe shouted her out, and I think she is so awesome. Yeah, Ola Joe is awesome.
Yep, I've enjoyed her as well.
And Mary says, I'm still nervous, but not as bad as the first video. I think that once I'm comfortable, I won't sound like a robot.
I'm an introvert with extroverted tendencies, and I thought I was going to have a problem, but I did that first video, and after that, it just started flowing. It may not be so noticeable, but that's how it was for me.
I have days where it's just like I go to film and it's like it takes me a while to get in the flow. And
yeah.
we're like either this past week or the week before with this little girl around. It must have taken me about a good 10, 15 tries before I could get like. I was about to say, okay, tape number 25 or tape number 50.
Right. I do a couple of checks because I have to move my thing every time. So I have to move it to set it up on the table, right? And then I have to move it off so the cat doesn't knock it off later. So I have to do at least a couple takes to make sure that, I'm not chopping my head off or my head's down at the bottom of the video. So I know what you mean about that.
Yeah, and with that, she really does. She distracts me, and or like she'll get on top of what I need.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll have like my blanket in front of me, and she'll just go and lay on it. And I'm like, no, you need to move. I need this.
I come in to get started and I find, the cat's sleeping in my chair.
And it's just like, and even like going live holding her, it's like I have a harder time because she distracts me more.
Is she sleeping? I saw her curl her head under.
She's hanging off my shoulder.
Oh.
And the other funny thing too, like I could literally hand her to Frank and she'll just run off of him and come right back to me.
Wow, she really likes you.
But sometimes she does stay with Frank. Let's see. Yarn Borf says, yes, I am trying to get more involved into the crochet and crafting community. I'm shy about going live. Now, the one thing I will tell you when it comes to going live, you really just have to do it.
And I could totally concur with that because I've been dreading it for over a week, and I'm like, Laura, it's not going to be that bad. It's not like you're standing in front of 1,000 people. I may be watched by 1,000, but I'm not standing in front of them.
But the thing is too, you just have to do it. And I was scared, and my first time going live, I went by myself on my own channel. And because this was before I started having, really guests on my channel.
Uh-huh.
And it was just like, and the irony is I did that initially. Like probably about the first month, maybe 2 months I went live. It was basically me by myself.
Uh-huh.
Then I started adding, doing guest stars. But the funny thing is, like now when I'm by myself, I feel so awkward. Like the beginning of this live, I'm
sorry.
It's not your fault. But it's like I've gotten comfortable with having someone else with me.
Right.
So now when I'm by myself, it's harder. And especially like when you first come live, because you feel like you're talking to yourself.
Yeah. I understand that.
Because
I've learned to just this being my first live, I really can't say about that. But with my videos, I've learned to just think of my best friend on the other side. And if I'm just talking to her, I can do it. And I can spit out what I'm thinking unless my brain suddenly says, nope, you're not going to remember that. And then it's like, what was I going to say?
But when you first come on, there's hardly anyone in the chat. And sometimes no one has come in yet. And it's like, okay, what do I talk about? And the thing is that you don't really want to get too much into much of anything because people, typically start trickling in like a
Right.
little later. And a lot of times you're just going to have to repeat what you said anyway. But like you're trying to like make a little small talk
Right.
until but yeah, I always do find the start of a live is the most awkward.
I'll find that out tomorrow, and it'll probably just be me, myself, and my cat running all over the keyboard. So I got to find a mic first in order to do that, though.
Let's see. Regina says, "Don't forget, just because you subscribe to someone, you have to watch a video and like one so you stick." Yeah.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, because a lot of times if you just hit subscribe and that's it, YouTube takes it away. From the numbers.
Yep.
And let's see. Granny D says, "Well, I have to take my leave and brave the cold." Oh, be brave, Granny D. Be brave. Bundle up. Yucky rain. Oh, rain makes it worse. Yucky rain to go out and run a few errands. Was nice to meet you, Laura. Love you, Connie. Love and hugs to all. Well, I hope you have a good day, Granny D. And let's see, everyone's telling her bye. And let's see.
I've been on a few of Granny D's lives. Obviously not up in the panel, but because I hadn't got it set up yet. But now I'm set up. I just got to get a microphone.
Isla says, "I was gonna do more with her lives, exercising, but then thought about liability." Yeah, that probably could be a thing. Yornborg says, "Kitty was just warming up the chair for you. I have 3 cats. I haven't figured out where I can get set up to do a live."
Yep, that's true.
Isla said no one joined her live to exercise anyway.
I'm sorry.
Now my favorite channel for exercise is oh now I can't think. Angie Fitness on YouTube. I was about to forget her channel name. Okay, Lisa's fixing to go. She has to drive to the post office in a couple of minutes. I hope you have a good day. Yeah, we'll probably be about 12 more minutes. And Regina says, "I try to put a video up once or twice a week. I work full time, so it's hard to do."
I can't imagine trying to do a channel working full time.
And that's the other thing too. Sometimes it's what your schedule permits.
That's right. In my case, is what my health permits, depending on how I feel from day to day.
And I kept thinking there was something I was about to say, and now I can't remember. But I guess we have time for maybe one question, maybe 2.
Okay.
Like I said, we don't really get into as many questions like I used to typically. Oops.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I can understand. Let's see. I'm just going to pick one. Have you ever baked your own bread? If so, what type? Used to bake sourdough and other breads that you had to raise with my mom when I was growing up. Pretty much since then, it's only been sweetbreads for me. My husband does the pizza dough and other bread in our bread machine, so that's become his thing.
For me, yeah, I have made my own bread. I have a bread machine. Now, one thing I find, like, I don't like making the bread completely in the bread machine because with the paddle, it leaves that like, and then when you try to slice the bread, I don't find that you can really slice it like regular bread.
No, you
So
can't.
it usually tends to break and stuff, especially around the paddle area. So I prefer to basically do the dough in the bread machine and then bake it in a loaf pan in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
And like I've done like the Hawaiian type bread, like kind of like sweet Hawaiian.
Ooh, yeah, I love that stuff, but I can't eat it anymore.
Um Also, I've done like focaccia breads. I love focaccia breads. Like where you put like your seasonings on top, and like you can put like
Uh-huh.
bell peppers on top of it too.
Oh, that sounds good.
Um, I've done banana bread.
Yeah, banana bread, pumpkin bread, zucchini. Those have been the ones I've done through the years.
And of course, I've done like regular type bread. Uh, I've probably done other types of bread too. I just can't think of it offhand. But like the main ones, like when I did dough in the bread machine, was usually the the um the Hawaiian style or
Mm-hmm.
focaccia. And let's see. Chris says, "Yeah, pain level restrictions."
Exactly.
Your Buff is saying, "Yeah, just like Facebook, YouTube is shooting themselves in the foot." Yeah, I mean there's some stuff that YouTube does too that you're just like,
What the? Yeah.
ooh, Mexican sweetbread. Ooh, you're gonna have to send me that recipe, Isla. That sounds good. Chris says I have two bread machines. I usually do the standard white, but I'd like to make sourdough. And actually, I did forget to say that I have made sourdough bread before. And Laura Lee says I make bread the old way with a recipe I've had forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see, I have a low sodium cookbook with low sodium bread recipes, and that's like the book that I usually use for making my breads. Jamie says I used to make my own bread as a teenager. It was one of my hobbies. I am known for making cinnamon rolls, challah, and rolls for Christmas. I do make cornbread from time to time. Nice. Yornborf says when I was trucking, I would make videos and upload them to my channel. It used to be called NJ Catwoman.
It's good.
And Jamie says I am wanting to get into I always say it wrong. Paleo
Paleo.
paleo
Paleo.
gluten-free baking. I tried doing the gluten-free baking, and it's very difficult. Like, because a lot of times, like, the center doesn't like cook as easily, where it tends to like either get mushy, or I very few times did something come out like really right with it when I tried. And it's not like normal baking. It's not.
No, it's not.
Because like, I mean, I tried using like almond flour making bread. Granted, that it does taste good, but the bread never really came out like a regular loaf.
No, it's usually very compact.
So, you know, you're probably gonna have some difficulties.
if it's the way you want to go, you just have to push through. I didn't have a choice. Last year I was diagnosed with diabetes, and it had been undiagnosed for at least 8 years. My own fault. But so I had to make some drastic changes, needless to say.
And you're on board saying, I use a bread machine to make bread, but I make a pumpkin spice cake once a week. I have a sweet tooth.
Yeah, sounds good.
And Laura Lee says, I usually make 8 loaves and save one for scones and one for cinnamon rolls, then freeze.
Very good idea. Hadn't thought about that.
And Isla says, actually, I followed instructions I found here on YouTube. I'm going to have to try to look up a recipe then. Isla says, pumpkin bread. Oops. Jamie says, yeah, gluten-free baking is challenging for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. So, who's going live next? Because I'm about to wrap up.
I just saw one come across my screen and I can't remember who it was. Yeah. Angela? Precious Yarnery? Maybe? I think that's the one I just saw.
Yeah. Y'all can go check out her live, Angela with Precious Yarnery, and tell her Stitch Raid. I don't know if anyone else is going live.
It looks like Carrie has been on for about an hour.
Or y'all can go,
I don't know.
Or y'all can go to Carrie's live and tell her Stitch Raid. Oh, Miguel went live? I didn't know he was going live. Or if Miguel's
still yes, live, I did see that.
Y'all can go over to his channel. Who knows?
Check out Miguel is live, yes.
And tell him Stitch Raid. Oh, okay, Dana's live too. Okay, Chris is saying that he's still live. Laura Lee says, I use the non-GMO flour. It works and tastes better. Okay, so I guess we'll go ahead and wrap up then. Is there anything you want to say before we say goodbye?
Thank you, Connie. Sorry about the issues I had at the beginning. It worked pretty good with my phone in the end, so I'm quite happy with that. I should have thought of that sooner instead of looking for another mic. Again, thank you, Connie. It's been enlightening. Let's put it that way. It's been enlightening, and I want to wish everybody a good day. Let's see, get my hand in the screen. There we go. There we go.
Thank you for coming live with me. Okay, they're saying Miguel isn't live anymore.
Oh, he's gone off. Okay.
Yeah, and anyway, I want to thank everyone for watching today's live, and those that will be watching on replay. Thank y'all. And those watching on replay, feel free to answer the question, or the one question we asked in today's live, in the comments. And I hope everyone has a fabulous Yorny day. Be the light, and bye.
Bye.